Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 11, almost at 10. Episode 11 of Kinlaig is what we're on now. Yeah, off camera, I did a mowing contract. That's why we're set up like this. And then I also sold our stupid bale trailer after I put our bales away, because that bale trailer was stupid. So, yeah, no tension straps and got caught on the hedges. Yep, dumbest bale trailer ever. One thing I want to do is I want to make some hay today, because our cows don't really need it yet, but they're starting to get a little low. We don't have any more hay, and I don't want to buy it if I can avoid it. And I think we can do some things to save some money. So we already have a mower. So obviously other things for hay. If we're just going to be out there mowing willy-nilly, we're probably going to want a windrower just to make our lives easier. I added some mods and stuff, as you can see. 8 meters for 12 grand. That might be the way to go. 8.4, yeah, that's going to be the way to go right there. So we're going to buy this. Ooh, used. Get it. I mean, new. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We're just going to buy it. All right. Get that. Perfect. And then we're going to need a tedder, which 6.8, yeah, 6.8 there. That might be the way to go right there. We bump it up to 16,000 though. We get it. 8.7. We don't really need a full 8.7 though. I think this will be fine. Standard boundary system, mechanically, hydraulically. We'll do mechanically. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. All right, 9,200 bucks. We got the hay equipment, but obviously we got to mow first. So I'm literally just gonna try to do kind of whatever we can to mow whatever grass will allow me to mow it, you know? We can actually kind of work our way around the back of the house here as well. We don't have access to all that land, but at least we can work our way around. I want to make it so it actually is doable by us as well. I like that even these small bits, they mow down, but they don't give you anything, which is still kind of nice, just because you can get it out of the way. Yeah, we can get along here. Go along here. Just kind of mow all these kind of just periphery areas, stuff like that. I love that it actually just mows all those little pieces, but doesn't do anything on those areas where the little pieces are. I actually really love that. Go along here. Some of this is going to be kind of a pain to... I mean, it's going to take some time, but we're just trying to save money on hay. Eventually, we're going to want to get that sort of hay equipment anyways as we start getting stuff planted, which we may even be at a point now where maybe we do plant our soy field into a grass field, because also, too, we could maybe do some silage if we didn't need the hay for our cows, and we can make some extra money that way. I actually really hate that this tree exists, and I might get rid of this tree. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of this tree. I'm going to cheat a little bit here. There we go. Turn that off. Yeah, just a stupid location for that tree. At least I think. Very small tree, so nothing crazy that I really needed to have on the farm, I don't think. Could mow in reverse, right? Oh no, it only mows if I'm going forward. That's kind of interesting. All right. Yeah, and I know I'm kind of anti-time-lapse, but I think I'm gonna do a time-lapse of this. Crazy, I know. So I think, yeah, I'm thinking you guys will enjoy a time-lapse of me mowing the rest of what I want to get, and we're gonna get rid of this tree real quick, because this tree is also stupid. And yeah, I'm gonna do a time-lapse, which I know is crazy. So yeah, I'll see you guys once the time-lapse is done. All right, so far, so good. I have 2 bales in here ready to go. I did forget to windrow that, but we got a decent amount of hay out here. So far I've only baled this portion through here, through there, and then up along here. We've already got 2 8,000-liter bales. So we're actually going to do pretty good off of this. And we obviously have our other fields and stuff like that. So, yeah, I am going to just, at least until the cows are full. Is there anything in here we should take? This is the baling contract that we did, but then the game crashed, and so it undid it, and I just paid us that amount, and we're not going to do it again since we already put the effort into it. But anyhow, hopefully you guys are good with that. That was my payment for suffering the way I did. Okay, let's see if we can't. There we go. Yep, it's going in there. Perfect. And then how are the cows doing now? Okay, yeah, awesome. So the next 2 we'll grab, which we should just, let's fix that area real quick right there at the windrower. I need to reorganize all the equipment. If I organize it in a better way, I think we can fit most, if not all of it, into our couple of barns that we got. But anyhow, I'm so glad we chose to set up on this farm. This has just been absolutely perfect for us. This little farm set up here, to be honest. Alright, we're going to go along here to put this all off of the wall. Okay. I'm going to come from this angle. Ted this stuff up, or not Ted it, excuse me. Windrow it. Okay. Then I think we're gonna, let me put these 2 together. I think we can. Just, we'll be pretty close. Yep, alright, perfect. Excellent. Alright, and that's all of that. Our windrower's getting banged off the stone walls there. That's fine. Okay. And there was that other... There's a tree over here I wanted to get rid of. I didn't want to stop the time-lapse, so you might have seen it. And I don't... Honestly, I honestly could not tell you if we're going to do this again or not. We may get enough hay that we're good until we actually have a field. And then we don't have to really worry about this. The problem with it, it's obviously a lot more work to get off just the loose hay and stuff like that. But, yeah, there we go. All right. So, yeah, that's the only thing is it is a lot more work to do it this way. But right now, since we're going to get the equipment eventually anyways, instead of paying for, hay bales, which they're not crazy expensive, but they're not, like, I mean, for 8,000 liters of hay, $1,500. So we've already gotten 2 bales, so we've already saved $3,000, which is great. So, yeah, I think it's worth it for that if you look at it from that perspective. Yes, the hay itself is not worth that much, but where did I put our baler? Oop, no, didn't mean to hop out of you. But yeah, if you look at it from the perspective of, well, this is good because there's our baler. This is good because we don't have to buy the hay. Then I think it's definitely worth it. We're taking good care of our cows, so that's all good too. Now, if we get a couple of like smaller like cow barns and things like that, like around our farm, I might install the herdsman stick just to move them around here. Not so I can sell them. I'll still pay for them to get delivered or someone to come pick them up when it's time to sell them. Or we'll get like a legit trailer. But just for moving them around here, I think that seems fair to me. Because you would be able to do that in real life, I think. But yeah. Yeah, this will take me a while to bale this up. It took me a while to ted it and windrow it and all that good stuff, which eventually, if we have a field, it'll be a lot easier just to hire workers to do a lot of that sort of stuff for us and save us some time. But for now, we obviously don't have that luxury, so yeah, because you can't hire workers to do stuff on just random pieces of land. It'd be kind of cool if you could, but yeah, so there you have it. I'm going to keep working. I don't know when we're in this episode where we're going to get to. I like to harvest the soy, as I kind of mentioned. Maybe it was last episode I wanted to harvest the soy. We'll probably end up getting the soy done this episode. I think that'll be good. But that's not going to be until, what goodness is that? October, November? Yeah, so we still have a ways. But yeah, I'm going to get all the bales done. I'll let you guys know how many bales total we got when I'm done. Well, maybe not right when I'm done, but when I bring you guys back in. And then I might just not bring you guys back in until it's time to harvest some soy, and we'll maybe harvest some soy and get ready to wrap up this episode and finish up what we got going on. We also need to look at when we can sell. I mean, we can sell it whenever we want, but when should we sell our oats? We have 30,000 liters. December, so that will be nice. Maybe we sell some of that stuff off as well, but that would be great to sell the oats off. 30,000 times that, what is that going to give us payout? If we actually get, let's say we get $600 per 1,000 liters, that'll give us $18,000 for our 2 oat fields. Not very much money, but it's a little bit. I don't know how much soy we're going to get, but how much, oh, so we won't sell soy for a while, but yeah, anyhow, okay. That's that, and then we should plant, did I say I wanted to do barley? Just in case we do chickens, maybe we should do barley. No, I'm going to do wheat, because we'll probably just end up selling it. I think is what we'll end up doing. I think we'll just sell the wheat off as a crop, so maybe we get one field on wheat, and I don't really need to do a big field. Maybe this field is our wheat field, and then maybe soy on this one, and then, because we're going to buy a planter, so maybe we put soy on that one, and then this one we do as grass, I think is the plan. Going forward, and then we can get doing some more grass work and that sort of stuff. So anyhow, I'm gonna keep working. I'll see you guys when it's time to harvest the soy. All right, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We have made a ton of money. There was a ton of good contracts. I did a couple of things. Well, first off, the amount of hay we got 11 bales of hay, which is great. The cows, absolutely fantastic. They're doing good, doing their thing. Yeah, nothing we really need to give them right now. They're doing fabulous. Eventually we'll get a manure spreader, but I'm gonna wait till this gets probably closer to half full, maybe, before we worry about that. We have a lot of stuff scattered about our yard. I did buy one new piece of equipment. I bought this plow right here. Now I had to make payments on it at the time, which I wish I could pay back like quicker, but I can't. It is, if we go into plows, it's this guy right here. We have enough horsepower to pull it. I don't know why we didn't buy it before. I think I just didn't look at plows, and I assumed subsoilers would be the best, and I sold our Salic because that thing is stupid. And then, yeah. The other thing I did, which I can't remember if I mentioned or not, I don't think I did. We got a really good stone picking contract, so I picked it up. It was like $10,000, and then I leased the stone picker for $2,000 or $3,000. And then I did that stone picking contract, and then I plowed this field, which my worker, I'm now realizing, because it was nighttime when I did it, missed a little bit of it, which is a little irritating, but that's fine. And then I picked all the stones out of this while we had it leased. So now we shouldn't have any stones in our fields until we plow them again or something else happens. So, yeah, it is time to harvest our soybeans as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And, yeah, we're going to get that going. Let me reorient you a little bit. But yeah, sowing contracts, plowing contracts, all sorts of things. And then the plow would easily get paid off. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Easily get paid off. I don't know why the header's out, or the pipe's out, but whatever, to each their own. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Well, anyhow, it's fine. It'll be easier when we have to go unload them. So yeah, we got a lot of good stuff going for us. Our tractor is slowly getting paid off. We have still several months left on it, obviously. And then we talked about possibly selling things. When do we sell oats? Yeah, December. That might be a next episode thing. We're getting the soy harvested, which is great. That's fabulous. What I want to do is organize our farm a little bit, which we'll use this guy to do that. Because our farm is a disaster. I also want a repair trigger, which there is the repair trigger I have installed now. Tools, this guy. It's a cheap little repair trigger. I mean, it just saves us, honestly, the $1,000 we're paying just saves us from having to drive to the store. And I think right here is, well, I want it to be a little bit outside, so I don't know, it's not going to look great. Because I think if you're not, yeah, I think if we put it right here, we should be able to get everything. We can even just back the harvester in just a touch to get access to it. I think we put that right there. Because right now it should not have anything in it, because it's very specific. We use these on my Frankenmuth series. But yeah, so okay, repair trigger right there. Oop, nope, fold that back up. This thing needs to be repaired bad. So we'll get this repaired real quick. What? the heck? What is happening? Why is this repaired? Alright, that was weird. Okay. I wonder if that's a Kinlaig thing, because I've used that same mod in the past and had no issues with it. I wonder if that's a Kinlaig problem or a glitch on Kinlaig. That was super weird. You guys all saw it. I didn't cheat the repairs or anything. It just magically repaired itself. That was... Wow, that was just weird. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. I'm good with the front loader and stuff being outside right there. You're doing good. Let's get this guy moved. This guy should go over, like... Is that little garage open next to our house? That would be the perfect spot for this. It does. Perfect. We're just going to back this in here. And this is where we're keeping this. Okay. Mowers in there. The baling and grass equipment. So the toughest thing is honestly the cedar. Cedar's just a weird shaped item. Not really weird shaped, it's just wide. Guess my coffee there. I don't think it'll fit out the edges of this. Yeah, so unless... I don't want to have to... I want everything to be accessible at all times. That's what I kind of want from what we're doing. So I think I'm actually going to park the cedar right here. The cedar's going to have to be something that's going to have to sit outside. Thankfully, it's not that nice of a cedar anyways. The baler and stuff like this, I got good ideas for these guys. At least to start. So the harvester obviously go in the main shed, but it doesn't take up that whole thing. It's a pretty deep shed, actually. Hold this guy up, because that'll make it fit a little bit better. But I think this right here, kind of view this as a way out. I think we can just park this right here. We're not going to use it very often. So that'll work right there for that. And then I'm going to put the windrower right next to it. I think the harvester only needs the first two areas, maybe a little bit of the third one. Oh gosh, hole right there. Easy there, Farmer Cop. But yeah, so that's kind of my idea. The straw blower is going to stay where it's at. I'm not going to have it parked in a shed or anything. Let's put this fertilizer spreader away real quick. The trailers, I'm just going to park them wherever as well. They're not going to go in a shed because they're too big. Not too big, I should say, but too awkward to maneuver. You'd have to have them in a pull-through shed. Oh, no, I don't want this in here. I want this backed into here. Actually, I think I want it closer to the front. We got this shed, actually, there's quite a bit of space in it. It's just not the easiest to maneuver stuff in and out of it. Put that right there. All right, let's get this windrower parked. Got some nice equipment this year. We've been doing really good. I mean, that 500,000 obviously helped us significantly, but yeah, in general, we've been doing pretty good, I think, on the farm. Just gonna back this right there. I hate those wheels that turn on their own. It's great when you're working, but it's not good for backing in things. They're very dramatic. All right, I'm gonna dump that right there. Okay. And then the tedder is gonna go over here too, because it'll only take part of that one bay right there. So I might as well keep all of our grass equipment together. Because we don't need the grass equipment that often, really. At least right now. But alright, let's just... Yeah, because then there's still room behind the tedder. If I park it right there. There's still room behind it. So the harvester has plenty of space over there. There's probably even space... I mean, we also need spots to park the tractors, which, to be honest, the Deutz-Fahr can go next to the harvester. This guy can go in this shed right here. There's plenty of space in here if we wanted to put things in here. But we'll keep this guy tucked in the back here. But yeah, see, this is a pretty big shed. There's actually a lot of space in here. It's just the door's not that wide. Kind of the only downside. And apparently we don't have to pay for repairs on this map, which is unique. Isn't that something that just breaks all the time with Farming Simulator? I feel like that thing always breaks. But anyhow, you're doing good. And then just for the sake of thinking about this, where we could park these. Now, if we really wanted them undercover, we could actually put them in the back of the cow barn. I did consider that because it is a drive-through area. We could put them in there. It's not actually the worst idea I've had. So that is something we could do. The other thing, honestly, in my head, I think that I'm trying to keep stuff out of the way. I did think as well, we do have that, we could park it in the bulk haul, theoretically. I did think like out here, but honestly, we only use it for grain. So if the trailers will never be in the way if we park them under here. They'll never be in the way. Because will need to access the silo if we're using the trailers. And honestly, we could park the Deutz-Fahr here too. Just like that, all hooked up, the whole thing's under there. So, yeah, obviously we're gonna end up using it again for doing our harvest here, but that's a pretty good spot for that, and I'm happy with how this is looking. But yeah, we're finishing out this year off camera. I will, in between episodes, get this harvest done. I couldn't believe we got so many contracts. I mean, we did like over 100 grand in contracts, maybe 150,000 in contracts. It was insanity. But yeah, off camera, I'll get our soy harvest done. Next episode, we'll probably start off by selling our oats at least, because the soy won't be ready to sell for a while. So we'll probably do that, and then yeah, honestly, I don't know after that. We'll kind of figure it out, but we're doing good. We're doing good. The farm is doing good. And yeah, I think next episode, maybe we look into some productions and stuff like that. We'll kind of see, because we kind of have the equipment that we need to get us going. But yeah, there you go. And I am pre-recording, so episode 8, 9, 10, and 11 so far, and 12 as well as I'm going to do after this one. I'm pre-recording them all in a row, so I have some videos to put up while I'm traveling, because I'll be over in the UK for our llama community meetup. That might have already happened by the time you see this, or will be happening around the time. But anyhow, that's what I got for you guys for this episode today. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.